Is the gator bow with Mrs. B? Ha ha. The gator bow with Mrs. B? Ha ha ha. The gator bow with Mrs. B? Ha ha ha. The gator bow with Mrs. B? Ha ha ha.
Welcome to the Gator Buzz. My name is Takara Badrock, and today our co-host will be
Marlon Rowe.
And we have a very special guest, our Teacher of the Year, Mr. Thompson.
Hello. Thanks for having me on.
All right, well, great to have you. Well, let's go and start our questions. Number one, what made you want to become a teacher?
I think what made me want to become a teacher is, one, I realized I didn't want to be an accountant. I was at the Bauer School of Business, but I realized it wasn't quite fit for me, and something that my dad did growing up was that he taught Spanish. Entiendo poquito palabras, but I know a little bit of Spanish.
Okay.
But I thought that it was something that I could put my personality into, something that I'd be good at and enjoy doing, and so far I absolutely love what I do.
It's working.
Oh,
Great choice. Great fit.
And our second question, what has been your most memorable moment as a teacher?
Memorable moment as a teacher, I would have to say 2 years ago on our school field trip to Big Rivers. I was just having the time of my life, minding my own business. I would never do anything wrong. And some of the football boys from that year came up behind me and they dunked me in the wave pool. So I had to go get my get back. And when I went to reach and grab them, I brought my foot around and I scraped my toe on the bottom of the pool. And I was like, oh, that kind of hurts a little bit. What's wrong? And I was like, maybe I should rest a little bit. And I ended up breaking my toe.
Oh, no.
After trying to get my get back. So safe to say the students won that time around.
Okay. Wow. So how do you make learning engaging to your students or for your students?
Engaging, I would say one of the things I like to do is, first off, I'd like to put my personality into it. I think my personality is perfect for welcoming them into the classroom, making it fun and engaging. But I think above that, I think making the lessons and making students actually participate in being a historian and looking at old text. I don't want to say gamifying it, but having it in a way where students are participating in the actual act of being a historian and taking accountability for their own learning. I think whenever it's student-led, it's awesome. It's amazing.
I agree with you 100%.
And another question is, how do you build strong relationships with your students?
Going out and meeting them immediately. I think day one, I learned probably about 85 to 90% of my students' name, doing either the name game or going out and seeing them in the hallway. Very big presence in the hallway, going out and seeing and doing what they love to do. Seeing that, for example, whether that's orchestra or choir or theater or band or football or basketball, volleyball, any of those things, going out and seeing students do that and being sure not to just be like, oh yes, I went and watched, but going out and be like, that was awesome, dude, and seeing them at the game. I think that's the best way, is to just meet them and be a part of their lives.
Yes, I agree 100%. And you do a great job with that, Mr. Thompson. I do see you in all the games, the football games, the volleyball games, and all the events. And you also participated in the student versus the teacher impromptu.
Yes.
That was, you guys did a phenomenal
That
job.
was so much fun. I had a blast doing that.
Yeah, and the kids enjoyed it too. And I enjoyed it as well. And what advice would you give to a new teacher?
Advice to a new teacher. 100% the most solid piece of advice is you need structure. Structure is the biggest key in the classroom. Even if the kids don't like you the first month of you teaching, you need to be on top of it. You need to be saying, this is where you're going when you come in my classroom. These are my expectations. This is what you should be doing, and this is what you are doing. And you'll be able to build relationships along the way. But providing them structure in the classroom, providing students with structure in the classroom is number one biggest piece of advice for new teachers. That like golden. That I mean, every year at the start of the year, I have to do that too. It's a reset thing every year. It's so important, so important.
Yes, definitely, and I agree with you 100% for structure, and kids do thrive on structure.
Mr. Thompson, what kind of impact do you want to have or hope to have on your students?
I hope to have a positive impact on them. Some fell off camera, I apologize.
Okay.
So I hope to have an impact where they can look back and say, you know, I can take some things away from that classroom and apply them to my everyday life. Now, of course, do I want them reaching back out to me and being like, Mr. Thompson, I had so much fun in your class and like I'm doing so like all these good things now and they're keeping me up to date on what they're doing? Of course. But I'd love for them to look back and be like, oh, when he told us that we would be doing this in a couple years, he was right, and he actually had me doing it. So I would love to hear that, but I love that I want to have an impact where they are comfortable in the classroom, they're comfortable trying new things, using skills that they know, and I think confidence is the number one thing that I want them to really, really take away, is being confident in themselves. Too often I see students second-guessing themselves, going back on their word, or not just quite like kind of puffing their chest out and believing in themselves. And I'm just like, you got it. You just gotta believe. You gotta trust yourself.
And it's okay to be a risk taker.
Yes.
You know, we call them
Exactly.
academic risk
There you
takers.
go.
Yeah, and because we're not going to be perfect, and that's how we grow and learn. So what does being named Teacher of the Year mean to you?
I didn't expect this question.
Sorry.
I like it though. I'm absolutely honored to have that title. I think there's so many amazing teachers at this school that the fact that I was chosen as it, I am beyond blessed. I have an amazing support team. I have amazing people around me, and I don't really know. It's like barely set in for me. I'm like, I can't believe, I can believe it, but I can't believe it, if that makes sense.
It's surreal.
And yeah, and I'm very blessed, and I feel very like, the word's escaping me, but I just feel amazing that I was selected as Teacher of the Year. I feel very honored, and I hope that, you know, I can continue living up to it, you know, maybe go back to back. Who knows?
Yeah, no, you never know on that one. The final question we have is, what do you do for fun outside from teaching?
Outside from teaching, what I do for fun, I do a lot of things.
Okay.
I always find myself staying busy. Whether it's going to the gym, playing different sports. I play a lot of pickleball. I played tennis growing up. I played basketball, volleyball, football, baseball. I love play baseball growing up as well. Played video games. I played card games with my friends. I love going out and doing stuff. I am a bit of a homebody at times. I like to go home. I got a cat. Her name's Lumpy Lampshade.
Okay. Cute.
Her name's Lumpy Lampshade. She's amazing. But I really like just going out there and doing stuff. I love being just out and outgoing. It's a lot of fun. But I do like, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy going home and going to sleep.
Yeah.
I like going to sleep. Sleep is a lot of fun too.
Yeah, I like doing that too. Exactly. So you were talking about all these sports that you love. Have you ever thought about being a coach?
Excuse me. I've thought about being a coach. I thought about being a tennis coach actually in high school, but I think I'm a little far removed from it at the current moment. I think it would be a lot of fun. I would need to get some more like certifications, and I would have to dive, I think, a bit more deeper into like the coaching aspect of things as a teacher. But I'm very comfortable right now. I'm not looking to move or go anywhere quite yet.
Gonna be a Gator for a
yeah,
while?
I feel like I'm gonna be a Gator for a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm enjoying where I'm at, and I'm happy with where I'm at. So I'm not gonna make too many moves yet. This is my fourth year teaching. Maybe I'll look for some change in the future. Try out some new things, test out some new stuff. But for now, no coaching.
Okay. Well, we do enjoy you, and we do appreciate you taking the time to converse with us.
Yes, and thank you for having me. I love talking with people, and I love answering questions and doing the thing. So thank y'all for having me.
Okay, well, that wraps up the Gator Buzz. See y'all later, alligator.
Is the Gator Bow with Mrs. B? Ha ha. The Gator Bow with Mrs. B? Ha ha ha. The Gator Bow with Mrs. B? Ha ha ha. The Gator Bow with Mrs. B? Ha ha.